Yeah, well, this was meant to be a rematch, but she pulled out because she needed more time. So whether we can do that earlier next year, I'm not sure. We'll see. Hopefully, Paige, I miss you. Come back. But it's like, oh, this is what the main events do. But obviously, it's my second, and I'm very grateful for that. Yeah, it's mad just to see my knobbly head on the poster.
Just watch you warm up.
Yeah.
How are you feeling ahead of the fight?
I feel good. My pad work on open workouts are so awful. I feel like Mark always tries to teach me something new, and I'm like, Mark, I don't know, so I'm practicing this just now. But yeah, no, I'm feeling in the moment. I'm feeling excited, yeah. And I love Newcastle. I went to this arena last year when they were here. I can't remember what Misfits it was. That's when I was calling out AJ Bunker, and obviously now I have the belt, so good memories here.
And how do you feel? Do you get nervous, doing these big events, or is it now just natural for you to do this?
They're getting easier, but it's one of those things, you get used to it, but then the fights get harder. So, it's not easier. It's always new competition and tougher opponents.
Yeah. So it's just over a year since you lost to July Parker. 1 win and 1 draw since. How do you sum up the last 12 months?
It sounds bad, only 1 win and 1 draw, but it's been a great year so far. I'm good. I think that, the fact I fought Julie Parker, it can't get much worse than that. She's such a great athlete and so strong. Obviously, I know I lost that fight and it was a tough fight. But yeah, no, I've come out stronger from that fight.
And Paige VanZant was a draw
Yes.
last fight. Are you ever thinking about a rematch?
Yeah, well, this was meant to be a rematch, but she pulled out because she needed more time. So whether we can do that earlier next year, I'm not sure. We'll see. Hopefully, Paige, I miss you. Come back.
And what do you expect from Jenny Savage?
I think she's going to be tough. I think she's got something to prove. She's someone that, as she says, she's come from the trenches and she wants to, she sees a new job opportunity here and she's going to want to take that. So I think this is going to be my toughest opponent today because really, Paige is comfortable. She didn't fight anymore loosely. She hadn't fought in 2 years. She wasn't as active, whereas Jenny has been recently a lot more active. So I think she'll have more hunger in her belly.
And how does it feel to headline this weekend? It's your face on the poster.
I know.
That's such a big thing. What does that mean to you? And how do you deal with that pressure?
You have to do always extra work. So it's like, oh, this is what the main events do. But obviously it's my second, and I'm very grateful for that. Yeah, it's mad just to see my knobbly head on the poster.
And what are your aims and ambitions kind of going forward over the next year, 2 years? Have you got like a 5-year plan? It almost sounds like a job interview saying that, but...
Yeah, so I've had my yearly goals I've nearly completed. One of them was win 3 boxing fights. And when I win this, I'm still going to count it, even though I drew one, because it still was technically a win, in my eyes anyway. But yeah, no, my dream was to own my own home. I own my own home and, it's magical. So just doing that up. I just want to see how far I can go with this. I don't have a particular goal. Obviously I'd love to turn pro, even though I'm fighting professionals, I'd love to go the traditional route. And just see how far I can go with this. And just more homes, more money. I'm never happy. I thought I'd be when I have my home, I thought I'd be happy. No, I just want another one.
You get on with KSI. We've got to talk about KSI.
Yeah.
Do you think there's any chance you can convince him to fight Jake Paul or convince Jake Paul to fight him?
I have no influence over KSI. When I see him, I'm like, hi, thank you for letting me be main event on your card or your promotion. And yeah, no, I think he's, keeps his distance away from me. Arm's length. He's like, you're doing great over there and I support you over there, but we are not friends.
And what do you make of his fight with Mike Tyson? Obviously got postponed as well. But
Jake, yeah.
Yeah, what do you make of that?
Ooh, I think it's going to be a great fight if it happens. I don't think it's going to happen.
No? Why?
No. I just think Mike will pull out. I think he's just too old. He's got so many nooks and crannies probably wrong with him,
So if that fight was to happen, how would you predict it going?
Well, I think Jake, just because, come on, Mike was already injured a couple of months ago and had to postpone it. He's not the freshest soldier out there, is he?
And I want to ask a little bit about Man City. Do you still keep up with the football?
Yeah, of course, but it's so hard that, boxing has taken my life over now. 2 years ago, it was going to the games and that thing. But now, trying to juggle everything, sprints on a Saturday in the morning, in Upminster to then go to a game wherever it may be, mainly Manchester, is hell. I'm going to have some time off, and you know what? I'm going to go to the games because I love going to the games, and it's something I have missed. So, City fans, you'll see me at more games in the next few months.
And who's your favourite Man City player at the minute?
Haaland, I love him. I think he's like a freak of nature. He's amazing. I don't know. I think he's just such a meme as well. Should I do a Haaland meme after I win?
Yeah.
Like a celebration, like on the floor doing the. I don't know. I see someone did it who does MMA though, so I don't want to copy it. So we'll see.
Okay, and I'm going to ask you some quick fire questions.
Yes.
They're very stupid, and
Okay.
I did not come up with them. Just as a disclaimer.
Okay.
What is your favourite film?
How to Train Your Dragon.
Why?
Because it reminds me of my dog. I really love Toothless. I know it's animated. I'm not like a Disney adult. I know it's like DreamWorks, but I really love it. It just reminds me of my dogs.
What's your favourite band, stroke, singer?
Band Street Trigger, Quick Fire, Wham.
Not Oasis.
No, well, obviously I love Oasis, but they're not my number one. I'd be lying. I'm still a fan. I still love tickets, but number one, no, I'd be lying to you.
Does Elle Brooke not get tickets to Oasis?
Well, they haven't given them any. I entered the ballot and they never replied to me. And I'm not paying £6,000 for a ticket, so I don't love them that much. I paid a lot of money for my Euros ticket this year. I am not paying that amount of money for an Oasis ticket.
What's your favourite meal?
Cake.
Is that a meal?
Cake, you can have any time.
Fair enough.
Breakfast, lunch, dinner, dessert, snack, anything.
Favourite holiday or holiday destination?
Holiday. America. I just love the food. I'm a fat pig.
I mean, clearly.
Ugh. Well, you should see me in a couple of weeks. I'm going to be like 2 stone heavier than this, and you'll be like, I'm impressed.
And the last one, which is not mine, and I'm taking no blame for it.
Yeah.
What is your favourite cheese?
Oh my god, I'm such a basic girl. Cheddar. Just because I have it with everything. I'm not too much of like a brie, camembert. As much as I love it, I'd never use it. When I've got a block of Cathedral, what that one? Is it Cathedral? You know what brand? Love it. It's the best thing ever.
Cool.